Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to thank all who participated in this debate. All of us share a common desire to maintain high standards of conduct in this House and to treat members who are under investigation firmly and fairly. These are motherhood statements that few are expected to disagree with. How we apply such standards, however, may not be the same. Such differences will come to the fore when we apply them to specific cases, like in the case of Minister Iswaran. While PSP feels that it is fair to suspend Minister Iswaran for now and to back pay him when he is cleared of all wrongdoing, the Leader of the House does not think so. This is a judgment call, and I think we will have to agree to disagree. I have also asked for leave to table an amendment bill to make it possible for Parliament to back pay Minister Iswaran if necessary. Under current provisions in the PPIPA, no allowances are to be paid to MPs who are suspended from the service of Parliament. We have proposed to amend that provision to allow Parliament to pay such allowances if a resolution is passed. This amendment gives Parliament the flexibility to decide whether a suspended member should be paid the allowance, whether in full or in part. Without this flexibility, Parliament is hampered in taking timely disciplinary actions. If we're unable to back pay and we have to uphold the principle of innocent until proven guilty, it means that we cannot suspend any MP until the entire legal process has been completed. This may be a long period of time. We are in fact being held to ransom due to the lack of provision to back pay. Regardless of Parliament's decision on Minister Iswaran, we believe that the amendment should still be passed. There is only upside, no downside to this amendment. Let me now address the issues that have been brought up by various members. I think the common theme that runs throughout is presumption of innocence. All who spoke, Mr. Lim Piao Chuan, Raj Joshua Thomas, and Vikram Nair made the same point that by suspending, we are presuming that he is guilty. That is a point that I dispute. I think that that argument is a red herring. If suspension means guilt, means presumption of guilt, then I'm afraid we have been doing that on many, many occasions. Police officers have been suspended from duties and placed on half pay while they're under investigations, as evident in an answer to a PQ just yesterday. And MHA has also said that there is a standard practice for police officers. So the fact of the matter is suspension is not a determination of guilt. It is merely a measure that is commonly used to deal with situations where a person is under investigation. Most of the time, the suspension comes in two parts: suspension of duties and an effect on the pay. Now, in this particular case, the Prime Minister has already made the decision to suspend Minister Iswaran from his ministerial duties and reduced his pay to 8,500. He has also suspended him from performing his MP duties and have his other colleagues cover for him in his constituency. So the suspension is already done. All that I'm asking for in this House is to suspend the allowance as well. In addition, members Raj Joshua Thomas and Vikram Nair also mentioned that MPs have the mandate of their people and therefore suspension of duties should not be lightly done. I would like to seek clarification from them. Does this mean they have an issue with the Prime Minister's decision to suspend Minister Iswaran from his duties as an MP? The Leader of the House said that while Section 59, subsection 5 says that Parliament can suspend a member, but we should not be doing something just because we can't. I believe I made it very clear why we are asking for this. It's not just because we can. I have also listed the 3 reasons why I think we have a good case to suspend Minister Iswaran, and the Leader of the House proceeded to address them one by one, but she does them in isolation. Like, for example, when I said that he's not performing the duties, she quoted the example of medical leave. But the 3 conditions are meant to be taken together, not individually. Like, for example, when we say that you can vote if you are a Singapore citizen and age 21, you don't tackle the criteria one by one, age 21 separate from Singapore citizen. Both conditions must be satisfied. PSP feels that adopting a harsher stand against corruption versus other wrongdoing is fair. Given the extremely high salaries we are paying ministers to stay corruption-free. Since we're paying such extraordinary high salaries, isn't it fair for the consequence of corruption and the handling process of its investigation to be correspondingly tougher? Adopting a light touch approach here will only send the wrong signal. The sanguine approach adopted towards Minister Iswaran's MP allowance stands in stark contrast to the approach adopted towards the public. If Minister Iswaran continues to receive over $20,000 per month while not performing any duties and under investigation for corruption, while ComCare recipients who are permanently unable to work due to old age, illness, or disability gets $640 per month, what does this say about our values? How is it equitable that Minister Iswaran gets in 1 month what these ComCare recipients get over 3 years? If the investigation and prosecution takes 1 year, the amount he continues to receive will be equivalent to what these ComCare recipients get over 38 years. PSP urged the House to suspend Minister Iswaran and to back pay him if and when he is cleared of all wrongdoing. We have explained why our approach leads to better use of taxpayers' money while making sure that Minister Iswaran is not penalized should he be found innocent. This is in line with our idea of being firm and fair. We trust that all who have been following this debate are well able to come to their own conclusions, and we'll leave it at that. Thank you.